This is going to be your update today on Lina. As you can see here, we do have a pretty big uptrend, guys. Obviously, we've got a low point getting set here from when we obviously saw this dirty downtrend, right? Reminds me of the ICP chart, actually. You can see this low actually getting set here around this 2 cents there. From there, we've actually seen a nice higher low. We've seen a lovely higher low. Another high low as well. Higher highs actually getting reached here in the most recent uptrend. Didn't quite get there before, being held back by the 200 EMA, but we actually crossed that, found level of support, and actually banged it up. So what we're seeing now is a nice high get set, very progressive, looking really quite good. Let's get some trend lines in there in terms of supports and resistances, and let's see what's going on there. Obviously, we do have a pretty strong horizontal point coming through at around this 6 cents there. As you can see, we have rejected a couple of times off that, but you can see actually the support that we have formed off that previously in terms of an upwards swing from that point there before. We upward swing near enough 100% there. So yeah, it's very interesting to see, actually, considering we've now actually found support on that. It could actually be a very bullish sign there for Lina. Now, as you were saying there, Maz, you were saying pretty good accumulation phases right now. To be honest with you, right here, right now, I would say we do have a bit of a rising wedge chart pattern coming through there. As you can see, the resistance coming through from these zones. To be honest, I would expect to probably pull back to around this sort of 6 cents area and probably consolidate along here, maybe even wick down to this 200. Just the reasoning for that is because you have really gone parabolic recently in terms of gains, right, from this low point from literally the 27th of October, so like not long at all away. You've literally pumped up like 111% there, so really quite big gains there. So I would expect a bit of consolidation there, and we know the whole Mount Everest. You need to base camp 1. You need to basically be resting there, and if you're not going to be resting there, you're basically going to be Grand Canyon jumping, right? We don't want to be doing that. We don't want to be Grand Canyon jumping, base jumping there. We want to be a nice consolidation, nice relaxing, coming up for a nice breakout, and then having a nice breakout scenario coming through like that. And that's how we want the healthy continuation to the upside. So yeah, ideally, you want to consolidate along here. And you can see actually from this trend line here, this wick to the upside, guys, when you see a wick like this, it's obviously what this means. Selling power to the downside is actually very present here in this daily candle coming through yesterday. Even that massive pump to the upside, you can see the sell-off was actually very strong indeed. So yeah, there's probably people waiting to basically sell off here. But yeah, in terms of an accumulation zone, I probably would be waiting to come down to these sorts of prices here, because you probably will come back down and have some sort of downtrend coming through there. In terms of a breakout scenario for the future here for Lina, definitely something to be profiting from. And when I say profiting from, I mean cold, hard cash. You know why we're here. We're here to make money. So the mesh move is going to be along the lines of this, guys. Going to be very progressive. Big percentages coming through there. There is going to be massive reversal points to be thinking about there, as we are going to be getting into reversal territory. And that is going to be along these sorts of lines here, going on the previous points there. We're going to have one at open there. So it's obviously a very congruent point, actually, where we found that resistance there. We're going to probably bang another one in around that sort of area there. And these are obviously going to be acting as take profit points there, guys. As you can see there as well, we do have the volume weighted ATR band coming through on the daily. And that's definitely going to be a point to be in terms of resistance there. We know how many people have, we know how many people use this and how much rejection this obviously causes. So yeah, very good tool to be using there. Moving through to, let's jump down to the more lower term time frames, right? As you can see, we are seeing a nice little pullback from that massive surge coming through yesterday. And hey, it's not too bad, not the end of the world. What I would say there is we do have a very strong trend line coming through there. As you can see there, guys, very strong. In terms of a bounce point coming down to that zone, it's going to be around that 6.6 there. And what were we just saying that coming through? Yeah, it's going to be around that 6.6 sort of zone there. And as that does line up very well with this this horizontal coming through there, just a wick down below it. And hopefully, if you do lose that, guys, you might find a bit of resistance coming through there. But hopefully, it's nothing compared to what you have seen recently, right? That's what you don't want. Not what you want. So yeah, as you can see there, guys, potential for you have seen a breakout scenario actually coming. You're above all major moving averages as well, so really not too bad. But yeah, I would be looking for a bounce point at this zone in terms of a level of support, or maybe even a bit lower. As you can see, we've got bounce points coming through there. But yeah, as I was saying, you're above all major moving averages at this point in time, so we need to basically use these as basically support points to be looking out for. You can see this 21 moving average at 0.6 cents there. Definitely a bounce point to be looking out for, and also price action channel as well coming up, holding you up there. But yeah, that's overall not looking too bad in terms of macro uptrends. In terms of micro uptrends, I would expect a bit of a pullback because you have gone parabolic there. But yeah, that's going to be your update today on Lina.